Now that I've had a sip, I can tell you what you're drinking. So I will be totally blunt here. I love cocktails. I make them all the time. Wine, this whole thing I am slowly getting into, okay? So Froz-YAY is normally a rosé rendition of frozen wine. Okay, today we switch it up. We have a little bit of Pinot Grigio, which you will tell us about in a minute. But last night, here's what I did. I took it to the freezer. I said, I'm going to try this for the first time in my life. Hope it goes well.
But I mean, to me, when you're doing cocktails, that's what it's all about. Is just, first of all, what do I have in my house?
Exactly.
Because there are times I'm like, okay, I have cucumbers, I have vodka, whatever, I have mint.
Yes.
Let's just add the three together with a little bit of seltzer, or whatever. Whatever I have.
And what can I use before it goes bad?
Right.
Okay.
That's one's philosophy.
Exactly. So in this time, I had blueberries, and I've always wanted to make a blueberry simple syrup, so that was number one. So I made some blueberry simple syrup we have in here, which is why you get this beautiful color.
Nice,
all wine
gorgeous.
should be colored this way, honestly, because this is appealing.
It smells so good.
It reminds me of sangria a little bit. So I put a little bit of blueberry simple syrup in it. I used fantastic Pinot Grigio. A smidge of lemon, which in hindsight I would change and do lime next time. There's nothing wrong with telling yourself that you can do something different next time.
Well, it's like anytime when you're cooking too. Because I'll taste something and I'll say, maybe I did a little too much.
This was good, but I could make it next level next time. And then of course, because I don't believe, one alcohol choice or spirit is enough, I added blueberry Southern Trail moonshine.
Right.
Because that's the right decision, If you're not drunk enough, drink more.
Right.
Especially shine. Bring on the moonshine.
Right.
So I ended up freezing it, and it came out with this beautiful concoction. It's not too bad. I think to our viewers out there, I'll be so blunt. We made it in here. I froze it. I thawed it for an hour. I shook it in my Tupperware container. Boom, baby. Which later on, I think we have an easier way to show you. Placed it in my glass, and I ended up topping it with a smidge more of simple syrup to take that tartness, and it was good.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
No, I think it's really good. And it's perfect summer cocktail, and you used a white, but we were talking about, which we're going to show, you could use a red, or a rosé. I mean, it's blueberries. There's so much you could do with this.
Rosé is trendy, and it's fantastic. However, you can use other wines, but please tell us about this Pinot Grigio. I like it by itself, honestly.
Me too.
Well, Coppola Pinot Grigio. It's from their Diamond series, and we have the bottle right here.
Boom. And a green bottle. It reminds me of sea glass.
It's kind of something that they do nice with Coppola, is that they really show you this is what flavors you're going to get. You're going to get lime. You already kind of associate it with the color.
Oh.
But a Pinot Grigio typically is a little bit on that green side. This is a pretty clear glass. There's a slight tint on it, but you can see the darker the color on it, of course, the more of the grape skins that it had in contact. And usually there's not much that a Pinot Grigio is going to be in contact with the skins. But lots of lemon, lime, green apple, pear.
Yes.
This one especially is extremely fruit forward, so you're getting lots and lots of fruit flavors on it. A little bit, a typical Pinot Grigio, a little bit of tartness at the end. So it's like
which I do like in a Pinot Grigio. I'm not a huge white wine fan, but I'm a Chardonnay or a Pinot Grigio type of gal when it comes down to it.
And it's perfect for, we of course being Southern Maryland, and we've said this so many times before, seafood, which is what we have so much of, because you're already getting those flavors of lemon and lime.
Yes.
So it's nice. The fact that you did blueberry is blowing my mind. I cannot lie. I was thinking, immediately making a simple syrup out of pears or green apple, because that's the natural flavors in there. But the fact that you thought outside of the box, I'm just like, okay, mind blown.
I think it was just, sometimes it's the flavor of the day is what I call it. If I'm in the mood for it, that's probably what's going to go in the cocktail. And that's just something that's kind of cool in this process is you coming from such a heavy wine background, you're going to know those flavor notes, and I'm going to go, ooh, Pinot Grigio, boom, I like it. It's going to taste good if you mix it, not too much, not too sweet like a Moscato. I grabbed it, I bought it, and then I go, blueberries sound good, done. And so I really didn't put too much thought.
I get a little stuck in, like you said, these are the natural flavors that are usually associated with this wine. So that's where my brain automatically thinks. So again, Nice to see that, yeah.
We're breaking it apart over here. Who
So,
knew?
I did, you know, we had talked last night, you said I'm doing Pinot Grigio, and I said I'll do the Rosé. We did a little film, and we're gonna show everybody while I'm talking. I did the Rosé,
Yes.
and it's simple. I poured it in a Ziploc bag, and we're gonna pull that out. I don't know if you can. I'm turning around.
Don't fall off the stool.
Everyone gets the best angles.
I know.
You're welcome.
So,
Here
I put
goes
it in a Ziploc
nothing.
bag. The reason you and I both put these in different containers besides putting it in the bottles is that your bottle will explode because alcohol does need to expand. But it will not freeze solid. It's always going to be like a little bit of a kind of a lush, you know, little slushy.
Which all alcohol should do that. at the
Right,
end of the
right.
day.
So again, Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer overnight, and you are going to,
Attempt to
let's
do this
attempt
right.
this.
Don't try this at home, folks.
Don't try.
We have this lovely
And Brooke's wearing white
bottle.
pants.
I know. You know,
I'm
at
gonna
the end
say
of the
I'm gonna
day,
watch
you
you
do
drink
that.
at the
more
end of the
Froz-YAY.
day, teamwork is the drinker. Oh, she's let me go rogue over here.
Go.
Here we go. Oh,
So we're gonna
Feel-
show
feeling
everybody
confident.
how we did this.
So
And
yeah, I use plastic Tupperware, you use a Ziploc bag, which in hindsight, Ziploc bag I am all for. I just ran out of Ziploc bags.
And we wanted to show everybody how we do this, so we put it in another carafe, but I've done it before in the plastic bag, or I add ice in a blender. It just depends on how frothy you want it, or how, like right now,
Perfect.
this is very icy, but it's perfect for drinking.
Yeah, especially in
Um,
August. Oh
yeah.
my gosh, it's so stinking hot outside in August. This is the best.
I'm feeling a little bit crazy over here.
And we're gonna
I'm
show everybody
cutting
how we made it.
a little bit
A
bigger.
little bit bigger. Yep.
Different simple syrups you can use pretty much anything, and we said this on the last episode. The different simple syrups are just equal parts sugar, water, and then any fruit you want to use. So
Right.
again, you know, the blueberries, strawberries. Rosé, I have a tendency to use strawberries.
Yeah. We did one this last weekend in the bar. We had a good friend had given us some basil. We've gotten some basil from her, and then
yeah.
she's growing lime basil. And-
Lime basil?
Oh
Are
my
you
gosh,
kidding me?
it was
I love
fabulous.
that.
So we made a simple syrup out of that, and then we made hard seltzers. So you could have gin or vodka
Yeah.
with it.
Yum.
Fresh lime
And you
juice.
could add seltzer with this, but it will dissipate the ice a little
Yeah.
bit. So
Yeah.
again, if you're gonna put it in a blender or something, and then maybe
All right,
splash
we're
of
getting
seltzer, you can do
super
that.
Yeah.
slushy over here, which something tells me it might be
This
good.
is- I'm glad you're doing it.
Hey, you will run into some ice when you freeze it. Imagine that.
Go, Brooke, go.
I
It
know.
looks like grapefruit, you know?
This is
Well,
when you
isn't
just
it?
take it to your mouth.
Yeah.
You wanna, I would say be careful with a little bit of the citrus on the simple syrup, just because it might get a little too tart. But,
What, boiling citrus?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rhine is gonna probably do
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
All right, we're probably gonna
All
call
right.
this a good day
We'll call that
because
a
Trash
day.
can right in front of you. there.
pretty much ice. Are we, okay.
yeah, we're good. Yeah.
R.I.P.
So
Yeah.
then what else do we put in this lovely concoction?
Okay, with something like this, oh, we did get to use, haha, woo! All right, we will finish off an older bottle first. Okay, so obviously we have the actual Froz-YAY here. We probably need to rename the last one. It would probably be a Belligio, a blueberry Pinot Grigio. Pulled that one out, so. I would say, first off, this is cold, so we're probably good. You don't need to shake it.
No.
I would say, honestly, when you're at home, a little bit of Tito's, it's not going to kill you. I like how at this point we're probably going to be double fisting.
You should just finish that bottle.
I just poured it right in.
Well, okay, fine, you know. I was just trying to drink Cheetos straight, but here we are, being specific. We're just going to toss that bad boy in there.
And then you could add plain simple syrup. You can add, like we were saying, any type of flavored simple syrup, any type of flavored vodka.
Yes,
If you were wanting to do, like you had the blueberry
I think the
with
blueberry.
the Southern Trails and the blueberry simple syrup, anything that you'd want to do.
Ladies, this is going to be good, or we're all going to cry later. Who knows?
I have a driver,
Or both.
so I'm good. She's not going.
I love
You're
her.
this one.
Sleeping on your couch. Or in your kitchen, I guess, at this place, who knows. We're gonna just go for it. Blueberries, so this is probably gonna change a sweet
Oh, I
color.
can't wait for this one.
And the beauty of this is in about 5 seconds after their sip, I can tell if they need more simple syrup or not.
We'll make that face.
Yeah.
We're gonna just toss it. I know, I just love the color it makes.
It is.
Even that strawberry simple syrup we did last time, I feel like looked fabulous.
And then you can add
So-
just fresh fruit if you're wanting to like top it with something to make it pretty and pretend that you did spend a lot of
It's
time
actually
on
not bad, not bad.
And it makes it prettier.
Smidge more,
it. She just keeps
bit.
drinking and she's like, oh, we're just gonna smidge of this and maybe a little more.
This is
vodka."
actually for me. I don't know where they're gonna get their cocktails at. Once again, my rule stands. When you guys have a drink, if it's too tart for you, add a little bit more simple syrup, and I will leave this here for you ladies in case you need more. If it's a little bit on the sweeter side, you can always cut it with a little bit more wine in this case.
That's a lot of booze.
Is it? Yeah? Was it?
It's good though.
Got
But I
some
think
Tito's to it,
Might
maybe.
need a little.
I might need to go to therapy because I did not cringe at all. Father God. So yes, if it does taste a little bit like
You can taste that.
straight booze.
You can taste the rosé in that. Pretty strong. I mean, it's. I'm gonna do a little bit more. You want?
Yeah, please, thanks.
So, not that I'm a professional over here, but I'd be curious to know if just freezing the wine by itself, because this is just freezing the wine completely, adding the Tito's after, then adding simple syrup, versus adding it all at once, Probably doesn't make
I
a
don't
huge
know.
difference.
Yeah, I'd have to try that at home. Again, try it home. See what you want to do.
Yeah.
But, I've poured them all before in Ziploc bags and, again, just froze it. And I would think that's all you need to do.
Much better with a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah. A little bit of
I
sugar.
just tasted it. I'm
Goes a long way.
Sugar doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And then if you have any type of, family gathering or picnic, whatever,
Yes.
all I've done before is just pull out a watermelon and throw it in there because it looks pretty. And people go, oh, frozen.
Oh, I
But the
love
watermelon
that.
flavor gets in there as well, so you get a little
Yes.
sweetness from the
Nice.
watermelon.
Nice, nice, nice.
And I'm a big watermelon fan. I can put that in anything.
Watermelon simple syrup. Now I'm all like, I want to try simple syrups.
They're so fun. It adds so much amazing flavor.
Yeah.
So, you want something to eat with this?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sitting here staring at it and smelling it.
Okay, so what I made for you, and we'll show you a little bit of the video, is these are brie and peach quesadillas. And then we have a little bit of a lime honey drizzle. It goes across it, so you guys try.
Thank
They
you.
might be messy, but they are delish, and they are so easy to make. And I think, particularly,
Oh my
wow,
God.
you were talking about the Pinot Grigio, that they would be absolutely fabulous with that. There's a lime in it, and
Wow. Enough said. And by the way, I just noticed this melted more and you have more blueberry taste to it. So as it melts, you get more flavor.
This, and you could, again, a peach simple syrup with the Pinot Grigio would be so delicious.
Yum.
yum.
Yeah.
Yes, this is fantastic.
I'm being a little messy.
I feel like I'm like in a fruit pasture.
Well, this is keto.
Well, peaches are in
Health
season.
first.
Peaches are in season right now, and brie is always in season. So I think the two are just, it's that combination of sweet and a little bit of that salty tartness to it. And the brie just melts so quickly and easily. Love it.
Yum. Our biggest fan likes to bark from time to time.
So, there is a reason that we chose Coppola.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we just love them, but
No.
we love them for a great reason.
We do. Coppola, the rosé is pretty new this year, so I encourage everybody, we're gonna get ready to try it after we finish these. We probably won't be filming because we'll be on the floor crawling off down the stairs. But Coppola, the rosé is a little bit more from me, it's not as dry as some rosés, but it's not a sweet rosé either. I
Yeah.
think it's very
I
refreshing
love that.
and light, so it makes a perfect rosé. Also makes just great sitting out on the porch, on your back deck and drinking. And Coppola has decided this summer, in the month of August, to donate money for participating businesses towards every bottle that is purchased to No Kid
In
Hungry.
every glass.
Every glass.
Every glass,
four
amazing.
bottle.
every bottle. They're
Right.
being incredibly generous.
It's very generous, and so we're encouraging people to come in to see you at No Time to Cook, because for every bottle or every glass they purchase, a portion of that will be going to feed the No Kid Hungry,
Oh, that's awesome.
which is feeding kids who do not get school lunches.
Right.
So it's just a fantastic program, and Gwen really wanted to do something nice and a charity, and I was like, oh, we should see what Coppola's doing, so
Yeah.
we got
And
to.
when we can combine wine with giving away money, and kids get to
Honestly,
eat.
I'm gonna be on your deck, so
That's
just
a
clear
win-win.
me a room now.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Right.
yeah, we'll be offering the Pinot Grigio and the Rosé in our bar all the month
Right.
of August, and maybe even beyond, who knows, because they're so great.
Right.
But we're gonna also feature them in a couple of classes. We have
Yes.
those Grazy gals are gonna be joining
Oh,
us.
so
I know,
exciting.
Thursday, August 6th, for a really fun how to build the perfect charcuterie board. And so you buy the class, you buy the kit, and then you can buy the wine to go with it. And Hannah's gonna show you how to lay out the board. It's gonna be a great class. And we're also gonna be featuring it we're doing some pop-up farm-to-table dinners.
Yes.
Here on our second floor. We are gonna do very intimate, 6-person classes, not classes really, well, sort of classes. Mostly just 4-course prefix dinners with wine pairings, and it's gonna feature some of Coppola's wines as
And
well.
maybe some possible other special.
Yeah,
we're working on that right now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe some cool things coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are still working on September. We're trying to do something with a little bit more of a mushroom feel. Hopefully, get to go see the mushroom farm. Still
Fingers
working on that one.
crossed.
And then we're going to be seeing how things are going for October. But hopefully we'll be doing something special, and we're going to be breaking some really good wines coming up.
Yeah, I'm ready for it all.
Yep.
Of course, fall means bourbon, so with wine, and I told myself once, wine and bourbon don't mix. Been there, done that, however they do mix, so we'll have to bring that to the table.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, some really, the nice stuff you can do, since some of us will still be home and enjoying our families more closely. It'd be nice to have some nice wines and bourbons and things that we can enjoy. And some
And
good
sometimes
food.
you need drinks.
Sometimes.
Sometimes a lot of times.
Monday
Don't
through
judge me.
Monday. So, but please remember to go ahead and hit that like button.
Subscribe.
And share.
Oh, she's
so
good. She's so good.